everyone, I'm Yamila Munoz and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm just a new mom trying to figure out what it's like to be a whole girl, a whole woman, a whole identity of myself, while also trying to figure out the whole mom life. And today I will be doing my makeup while I'll tell you about my experience in motherhood. So shout out to all the moms out there that are tired, exhausted, glowing, and still trying to find yourself. Literalmente nada, and I mean nothing prepares you for how much your life can change just by overnight. And well, of course, things change overnight because now you're someone's everything. And that little baby, they don't know anything. All they know is that you're the lady that feeds them, and you're the lady that changes their diaper, and you're the lady that does everything for them. But you know what? They don't judge us. They love us for who we are. The only people that we do judge is ourselves. And so if you don't know me, I have a baby named Joa. He is about to be one. He's about to be one. Can you believe that, guys? He's about to be one. Actually, next week he's going to be one. So that is so crazy because time literally slips by your hands. It slips through. It just, they're born, they're like a couple hours old, and then they're one. I think this is better. My phone kept falling and it was getting really annoying, but I think I fixed it now, so we should be good. Well, I had Joa March 13th, 2025. And I will tell you about my labor process. It was interesting. I mean, obviously I'm a first-time mom. I didn't expect how bad the contractions were going to feel like. They were actually very intense, and I was not prepared for the intensity of those contractions. So that was quite a doozy to go through. I went in for an induction because Joa was supposed to be born on March 10th, which is actually my sister's birthday. So shout out to her. Her birthday's coming up too. Happy birthday, sis. And well, I had to go get induced, and he ended up being born 2 days later or 3 days later on March 13th. And he was born at 4 a.m. So that was awesome. And I did get epidural because, girl, they were hurting. Those contractions are no joke. I did not like those contractions. I was literally bawling my eyes out, and it was getting to the point where I was reaching 6 centimeters, and they can't give you the epidural after 6 centimeters, I believe. So I was in for a ride, you know. That was really hard. Not going to lie to you at all. Estaba yo, you know? Yeah, you know, if you know, you know. Okay, so I actually managed to push him out for 10 minutes. It only took me 10 minutes to push him out, but I was in there for quite a long time. I was waiting to dilate until I finally reached 10 centimeters for about like an hour or two, but the pushing process was only about 10 minutes. So that was nice, I guess, but nobody told me that the placenta also had to be pushed out. Like, absolutely nobody told me. No nurse, no family member, nobody. I was like, oh, baby's out, I'm done. And then the doctor comes over and she's like, oh no, you still have to push the placenta. And I said, what do you mean? I have to push it out. So that took me actually a lot longer than the actual child. So that was, I didn't like that part, but it was fine. Everything else was absolutely beautiful. It felt ethereal. It was just, it was an experience that I will never forget. And so then after he was born, it was fairly easy actually to adjust to his routine and the way that he is. He doesn't cry much. He's not really a crier unless he needs something, like he's sleepy or he needs a bottle, you know. What I did struggle with was breastfeeding. I only breastfed him for about 5 months, mainly because towards the end he didn't want me anymore, which kind of made me a little sad, but that's okay. He just was going through a sleep regression at 4 months, and he just wasn't really into my milk anymore. And that's okay, because we were feeding him formula. He was dropping weight, so he was 6 ounces. Well, he was born 7 ounces, and then he was 6 ounces because he kept dropping weight. So we had to feed him formula, that way he can get back to where he was, as well as breastfeeding. So it was quite a doozy, you know, it was adjusting, but he ended up being super chunky, and I was like, yeah, he's doing pretty good, he's eating well. That part kind of became a little bit easier with his feeding, because he can eat for so long. Oh my god, that little boy can eat, and I'm very blessed about that. So I really liked breastfeeding, but unfortunately I had to stop at 5 months. And so adjusting, like, mentally was a little bit difficult for me, because not only was my whole entire body changing, but my career had either stopped or continued. It's kind of a lot to explain, but I will kind of sum it up for you guys. I enrolled into school at UEI College for medical assistant, medical receptionist when I was pregnant in October. And so then October 2024. So then I progressively became more and more pregnant, and I know many people were like, that's not a good idea, Yamila, like, you shouldn't enroll into school if you're pregnant. But I felt like it was just something good for me to do. I wanted to learn something new regardless if I was pregnant or not. Also, I'm going to add a little bit more concealer right here, just because I love concealer. Yeah, I started school pregnant, and then as the time was getting closer, my teachers or people at school kept asking me like, oh, are you going to take a break off? And I said, absolutely not. I'm just going to pull through. Thankfully, I had the most amazing teacher. She would let me go into school and then be able to like sign in, sign out. She would tell me what the assignments were, and it worked out perfectly because of her. She is an amazing person. Shout out to that teacher, amazing person. But yes, the only reason why I was able to finish school is because of her and the attendance that we had. Regardless of that, it would have been super hard. And I only mentioned the school because I had to do an internship as soon as my last module ended, and I could not miss or put a break or stop at all, or else they would have dropped me, or I would have to pay $20,000 worth of schooling, and nobody has that type of money. I wasn't about to like put that on hold for no reason, you know? Like, yes, I was postpartum, very early postpartum. I was 2 months postpartum by then, but life keeps going. Nobody cares. Life keeps lifing. Routines are still routines. You still have to go along with your responsibilities, and you can't just stop. And so I did an internship at a med spa. It's called Bare Skin Beauty Med Spa. It's amazing people work there. Shout out to Perla, Natasha, Dr. Aldisho. They are amazing, and they really gave me a very nice and familial, like como familia. They really treated me like family while I was there, because I was just very freshly postpartum, and it was pretty difficult for me to adjust going to work so soon, even though it was an internship. it was really hard to adjust, you know, leaving my baby at home and going and actually doing some work and being away from my baby for a couple hours. Yes, that was hard, but it also gave me some time to have an identity, if that makes sense. You know, I was able to have a routine. I would go to work and I would come back home and see my baby. And yes, it was a little bit painful to leave him, but it did work out in the end. And I might add, I did work at KinderCare as well. If you know me, I worked there for about 3 years. I was a teacher, started off as an infant teacher, and then when I was pregnant, I was the twos teacher for quite some time. So yes, I was there for quite a while. And so my routine was, and it was a little crazy, my routine was I would go clock in with the baby because he was going there. Obviously, I got a teacher discount. I would go with the baby at 6 a.m., clock into work. I was only there for about 3 hours, 4 hours depending. So it'd be from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Baby would stay there. I would change, go to the med spa, and I wouldn't clock out until 6 p.m. Yeah, 6 p.m. So I would be home right after that. So I was gone all day, and mind you, I'm like 3-4 months pregnant now. I mean, postpartum. So that was just a little bit draining. Not a little bit, very draining. I mean, new mom, barely any sleep, still having to do an internship, still having to keep a job, getting a discount, taking the baby with me early in the morning, somebody else picking him up for me so that by the time I get home, he's there. Just, it was a lot. And thankfully the daycare and where I worked at was only literally 3 minutes away from each other. So yes, I could go visit the baby whenever I needed to, like on my break, lunch break, or like, yeah, basically just on my lunch break. I would go visit him. So that was nice. I would still get to see him whenever I had a chance. But it was a lot. And I believe he was about to be 6 months, and I decided, well, I didn't decide actually. The doctor decided for me. They did an evaluation. They asked me how I was doing, you know, and they made me do an assessment. It asked you different questions, and maybe some moms already know what questions they ask you, but basically they said that I was severely anxious and depressed. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm fine, like I'm totally fine. And I told them about my routine and how it was, and they're like, girl, like, you're doing way too much. And I was doing way too much. It was a lot. It was way too much for me, and it was starting to catch up to me. I was so anxious about what my next move was. I was so anxious about my career, about still having a baby and like having to, like, not being able to be there at home with him. And I just was kind of going insane in my own head. Like, what am I supposed to do after this? You know, just my head was constantly running, and I was never just calm. At nighttime, I could not sleep. Sleeping was so hard for me, not only just because of the baby. I mean, he slept really good, but I couldn't sleep because my mind was constantly racing. I would lay in bed and I would think of like, okay, I still need to do this tomorrow, I still need to do that tomorrow, and I need to do this next week and the following week. You know, my mind was just constantly racing, that it really drained me completely. You know what I hate is that whenever I do that, oh, it's coming off. Hold on, I'm gonna have to fix. And so I had to take some time off, and I'm still taking that time off. But I did have to go join a mom group through Kaiser. They have these mom groups where basically you talk about how you feel. They ask you different topics, and there's about like 10 other moms, or sometimes the class got smaller, but it was a 6-week program where you and other moms get to talk about your experiences as new moms. And everybody is in a different stage in life, but we're all going through the very exact same emotions. And that to me was absolutely mind-blowing, because I didn't realize that I just wasn't alone. Everybody is going through the same emotions, like all moms, even people who aren't moms. We're all kind of depressed a little bit and anxious, you know? So it was really nice to get to talk to a little bit of a mom community who we all feel like our life is on pause. And it's not a bad thing, because obviously we have a baby, but it is hard adjusting to a life where you were so free to do everything and anything at any given time. Like go to the gym, for example. You can go anytime that you wanted, or you can go to the store and be back within like 30 minutes. You could just up and leave the house whenever you wanted. But now you have a little like baby that you have to obviously take with you, or see if their nap is in so that you can leave the house, like if they are not hungry or blah blah blah, you know, just so many things that baby requires before you can officially like continue doing what you need to do. And yes, it might seem like to some moms it's easy, but adjusting to it in the very beginning is really draining. It's hard because, you know, things will happen. Like some babies, I know some moms would talk about how they would get the baby ready. They would go to just the store for about like an hour, and the baby was crying the entire time in the car. And yeah, that's hard, you know? It makes you very anxious, like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to do this again because the baby was crying. But the reality is, the baby's going to do it anyways. Just do what you need to do, you know? And it's normal to feel like your whole entire life has changed, because it has. Like, it really has. You have a little baby to look after, and yes, routines are just going to change, but you kind of have to find a way around that. And that is the hard part, I understand. Yes, I can officially say that I am no longer depressed, but I do still get anxious sometimes, and it's just a normal thing now. You know, anxiety never really leaves a person if you already are a very anxious person. Having a baby is never easy. I mean, motherhood has never been easy, but yet it is a choice for you to relax. And, you know, I sometimes catch myself in my daily routine. Like sometimes even when I'm doing my makeup, I'm like doing it super fast. Or I'll be washing the dishes and I'm like scrubbing really fast. There's no timeline to life. There's no rush in life. And I feel like some moms need to hear that. There is no rush. You can just calm down, relax, listen to your favorite music, your favorite podcast while you're cleaning. Go as slow as steady. Yes, when the baby's napping, take the opportunity to either take a nap, clean something, watch a new show that you've been wanting to watch. Do whatever it is that you need to do to make yourself feel happy and content with yourself. Get ready in the mornings, you know, take at least a few minutes to get yourself ready. I know that that has helped me so much, because doing my hair is like my whole life. So I really take a lot of pride in doing my hair and getting myself ready. And when I couldn't do that, I would just ask someone to watch him, while I can get ready so I can feel a little bit put together. And yes, I know it's hard. Maybe some of you guys don't have family here. My advantage is that I live with my dad and my sister, my nephew, and my fiance. So we are quite a lot of people. But you know, sometimes you need some time to yourself. And when that baby goes to sleep or when they're at daycare, you can take the time to take care of yourself. Book those appointments that you wanted to book. You know, do anything that makes you feel good, whether it's just 10 minutes. 10 minutes goes a long way. It really does. Let me just do this side first and then I'll go back and fix it with some concealer or something. And also, if you guys have any tips on how to get the gel residue to come off, please let me know. Please comment it in the comment section because I sometimes struggle. I do this with my eyebrows. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I think they're looking a little better. Whatever. I don't care. Eyebrows are sisters, not twins. That's about it about the eyebrows. Let's just, sometimes I love doing my eyebrows and other times they really frustrate me, but it's okay, whatever. I try not to do a lot of TV time for Joa. Sometimes it became easier to just put something on for him so that I can like do something like get ready or whatever, but I realized that TV time actually kind of makes him really cranky, so I stopped doing that. He has gone so far 2 weeks without watching TV. He loves Elmo. But I feel like sometimes it can be a little bit overstimulating, especially for his little brain. So I think having no TV time has really helped improve. And I know what you guys are gonna say, like, oh, how did you let your baby watch TV so young? Girl, sometimes I need it. Sometimes a mom needs a break, okay? Don't judge me. We've all done it, okay? We used to watch TV all the time as kids. Look at us now, we're thriving, okay? So don't come at me and say, like, your baby's so young to be watching TV. Yes, I know he is. Mommy needed a break sometimes. Or sometimes I would just magically, I'll be watching something, he'll sit there and watch too, okay? But regardless of the point, I just needed a break. But yes, I did realize that it did change his mood sometimes. So now I have to really keep him entertained. Thankfully, he likes to play with his toys and he'll stay entertained by himself for the most part. But I do play music for him. I dance with him in the mornings when we're by ourselves because he goes to daycare twice a week, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays. And it has really helped me with being able to keep up with my chores at home, being able to do appointments that I need, whether it's doctors or eyebrows with Brows by Lily. Shout out to my girl, Brows by Lily. Or getting my hair done with Hair by Jemima. Thank you to my girl. She normally dyes my hair. I did a perm by myself the other day. If you saw my Instagram and TikTok, yeah, that was interesting, but it came out okay. I might say so myself. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, I just take those 2 days to be able to do anything that I need to do, like go to the gym or whatever. But yeah, it's been an interesting ride having a baby and adjusting to it. But back to his routine. Sorry, I kind of went off on a little tangent there. I will play music for him. Now he's starting to get in a toddler schedule. And I totally forgot about the toddler schedule, not going to lie. I know I worked at a daycare for 3 years, but my whole routine just changed, right? Like I'm not surrounded by those kids anymore, or the routines, and I totally forgot that I need to start weaning him off the bottle, giving him regular milk, and now he's going to be a whole big boy. He's actually going to move up to infant 2 class, which is toddlers now, and he won't be having his bottles as much anymore, and that's fine. I just totally forgot that I have to start weaning him off of the bottle at home, so we'll see how that goes. Please pray for me for his very first time in the different class for toddlers in 2 weeks. So I'm a little nervous by how he's going to do, but at the same time I think he will do pretty good. But if you have any tips on how to keep them from being grouchy because he doesn't have his bottle all the time, well, every 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, please let me know. I have been introducing more foods to him. He started eating solid foods at about like 4 or 5 months. You know, we would give him little pieces of like banana or different purees, and then we would give him like meat sometimes, rice, you know, different things. But sometimes there's foods that he doesn't like textures, and I don't know if you guys have experienced this, because he does it to me all the time, and only me. But whenever mommy feeds him, he all of a sudden doesn't want to eat the food. And I know they always say that kids misbehave or give mom a hard time, and trust me, it's true. It's a bit true. He does do that to me, but I have been trying. I just keep offering food to him. I just keep offering what I've been trying to offer for a while now, and he's been improving. He's been more into eating food now. He mainly likes his protein. He will eat his meats pretty fine. I've tried giving him like mac and cheese and stuff like that, but I don't think he's a big fan of textures. He doesn't like avocados, mashed potatoes, which I feel like a lot of kids do, but he doesn't. And that's fine. I think it kind of makes it a little bit easier for me. I am a stay-at-home mom, so I really like the routine that I have now. It helps me be able to wake up in the morning and I'm just ready for the day, and I really like it. Also, let me know how you like my makeup routine so far. I'm going to blend this out a little bit right here, and then I do go in and add a little bit more bronzer at the end, just because I love looking like a Duvalin. If you know what a Duvalin is, it's a chocolate, it has pink, brown, and white in it, and I love looking like that. It's actually right here, Physicians Formula. At first I didn't even show you guys, I'm so sorry. It was the Chanel bronzer. I really love it. It really tints pretty good. But I just add a little bit, just pat, 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 to kind of make it a little bit more intense, because I love bronzer. Bronzer is my life. I need to concentrate on the eyeliner. Ooh. Do they look the same? Hopefully. Okay, but I am still planning on going back to school actually. I decided that I want to enroll into cosmetology school. It sounds fun. They have so many different like things to do, not just makeup and hair. They have different courses sometimes, like how to do eyelash extensions, which I love, and I think eyebrows, and just like a few different things. But I do want to hopefully have my own business and do hair. And I don't mean hair like dyeing it and stuff. Like, yes, they will teach me that, but that's not what I'm going to focus on. Once I have my certificate, I'm going to focus on doing hairstyling because I love hairstyling. I've been doing it for a few years now since I did all the modeling and stuff, and sometimes I would have to do my own hair or other girls' hair for events. So I decided that why not make it into something that I can get paid for. I mean, it is fun to me. I love doing hair. I love learning different types of things to do with the hair, like styling wise. So I think it would be really good for me. I would probably start later on in the year. It seems like the process is kind of taking a while, that's why I say that. But regardless, I'm very excited to start school soon. I think it's just easier. The school is mainly online. Well, like 2 days, 12 hours online, and then I go into school 3 days a week for 4 hours. And for having a baby, that's perfect because he goes to school 2 days out of the week, and I will just need someone to watch him that middle day, which is Wednesday, and that will most likely be his dad. So shout out to his dad, thank you so much, because if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be able to go to school. I wouldn't really have the opportunity to even stay home with the baby. So again, I love my partner so much. He is the most amazing person in the world, and I'm very thankful because now I get the opportunity to do something that I love and make it possibly into a career and just see how it goes, you know. I've always wanted to do hair, but I've never actually took the next step to go to school and get my license, as you call it. And well, as my story comes to an end, I would like to know that if you are a mom and you're struggling or you have struggled, please comment it down below. What's something that completely changed your life after having a baby, and how did you manage through it, or how are you managing? And if you can't find a solution, that's okay. Maybe other moms can help you find a solution in the comment section. I mean, as my motto says, mom life, hot life, we can do both. Who says we can't? Just because society and TikTok tells you that you can't, or there's so many new things coming in and out that you should and shouldn't do, whatever. Don't listen to that. Be yourself. Do what works best for you and your family, and that's it. Thrive. Keep thriving, because a happy, healthy mom is what our baby needs. And hold on, let me fix it. And also, this is the Rare Beauty lip tint that I just put on. I'm going to wait for it to dry, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like after. And yes, I do overline. I love overlining. I used to have lip filler, and ever since then I kind of forgot that I don't really have it anymore, but that's okay. I don't really care. I like the overline look. It looks good. And well, baby Joa is now 11 months. He's about to be 12. I will be throwing him a birthday party next week on the 14th, the day after his birthday. And maybe I'll make a video on how the birthday party went. But yeah, I'm so glad that I was able to sit here and tell you guys about my experience in being a new mommy. Always remember that you are true to yourself. It's okay to do the routines that you do. Raise your baby the way that you want to raise your baby. And don't forget that you are amazing, you're awesome, you're beautiful, and you are thriving in every aspect of your life. Well, this is what the tint looks like once I kind of dab it a little bit. I hope you like my makeup. This is kind of my everyday makeup minus the eyeliner and a little bit less blush or bronzer, but this is sort of my everyday, especially if I'm going to the store or whatever it is that I'm going to do that day. But I really hope that you guys liked it. I hope that you guys liked my video. I'm so glad that you were able to come here and listen to me rant a little bit. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and if you are not the type of person to subscribe, that is totally okay. I will not judge you for that. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I love you guys so much. See you soon. Bye.